Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about Priscilla Presley's reaction to Austin Butler's Elvis performance. Let's get right into it. Elvis Presley's legacy as the king of rock and roll is often imitated but never duplicated. The rock star who died at the age of 42 was a one-of-a-kind controversial entertainer who broke down racial barriers in the genre. Expectations were high when Austin Butler was cast as the legendary singer in the recently released Elvis biopic. For the actor, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that could culminate his illustrious career. However, the rising actor is much more than his role as Elvis. For those who are familiar with his career ups and downs, the California native rose to fame in the late 2000s for co-starring in Zoe 101 with Jamie Lee Spears. He was a regular on preteen teen shows back in the day, with cameos in Hannah Montana, Zeke and Luther, Ruby and Rockets, and other shows. But his performance for his new movie Elvis wouldn't be qualified as exceptional unless it comes from a family member of Elvis himself. Well, Priscilla Presley, Elvis Presley's ex-wife, gives her thoughts on the new Baz Luhrmann biopic Elvis, giving it high marks for capturing the singer's look and feel. Priscilla Presley writes on Facebook that she saw the film in a special advanced screening with longtime Elvis associate Jerry Schilling. She said, "For those curious about the new film Elvis, Baz Luhrmann, the director, provided a private screening for me and Jerry Schilling at Warner Studios recently. This story is about Elvis and Colonel Parker's relationship. It is a true story told brilliantly and creatively that only Baz in his unique artistic way could have delivered." She also claims Butler did an excellent job portraying Elvis and praises Luhrmann for all his efforts in making the film a reality. She then said, "Austin Butler, who played Elvis, is outstanding. Halfway through the film, Jerry and I looked at each other and said, wow, bravo to him. He knew he had big shoes to fill. He was extremely nervous playing this part. I can only imagine. Tom Hanks was Colonel Parker in this film. What a character he was." She also claims that the film will shed more light on Elvis's complicated life. She said, "There were two sides to Colonel. Jerry and I witnessed both. The story, as we all know, does not have a happy ending, but I think you will understand a little more about Elvis's journey, penned by a director who put his heart and soul and many hours into this film." This movie took a look at the singer's early career and journey to becoming the biggest rock and roll star of his generation, as well as his complicated relationship with Colonel Parker, who shaped both his professional and personal life. Butler also provided his own vocals in Elvis, with a mix of recordings from Elvis himself to portray him in his later years. The film also features a large cast, including Butler and Hanks, to portray the many public figures who surrounded Elvis throughout his life. Priscilla also sat down in an interview with Good Morning America. The late star's ex-wife was joined by Olivia de-Jong, who plays her in the film. She said, "I'm sitting there watching this movie and going, God, I wish I could see this." She then added, "It was perfection." The duo then spoke about a moment in the film where Priscilla asks Presley to seek treatment for his drug dependency. Priscilla said the scene brought back memories, saying it was getting more and more frightening as time went by, where he was just like rebelling. She went on to praise Butler's performance as Presley, saying, "Austin was just unbelievable." She then said, "As I was watching it actually, I was going, wow, this is a movie that Elvis would have really loved, showing who he was, what he was striving for, what his dreams were." Priscilla also said that while it was strange to see someone portraying her, she was happy with de-Jong's performance. She said, "I'm so happy that she was sensitive, and that she was caring, and that she was a little strong with him as well. And, you know, I thought she did a really nice job." She then added, "I was pleasantly surprised." Austin himself also discussed his preparation for playing Elvis and the difficulties of portraying the king of rock and roll on film. He told The Hollywood Reporter back in February, "When I began the process, I set out to get my voice to be identical. That instills fear, so that got the fire burning. For a year before we started shooting, I was doing voice coaching." The Carrie Diaries alum continued, "I watched as much as I could, over and over. I feel such a responsibility to Elvis and to Priscilla, and Lisa Marie, and all the people around the world who love him so much." Butler also revealed to Vogue last month that he felt destined to play the role. Recalling a drive through Los Angeles with his ex, Vanessa Hudgens, he said, "I was actually driving up through Griffith Park and Elvis's Blue Christmas came on. I was singing along with it when my friend had kind of an epiphany. You need to play Elvis." As a matter of fact, he also stayed in Australia when production was shut down due to the COVID-19 restrictions. That way, he can immerse himself as much as he possibly can. That's it for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss out on any future content we'll produce for you guys. We're signing off now, but we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.